What's up, Visionaries?
What's good?
Welcome to another episode of Visions of Love and Relationships. I'm Tanya, and this is my wonderful husband. And we hope everybody's doing well as usual. Before we get into today's topic, how was your week? We hope it was well. Ours, pretty busy.
I got a ticket.
Yeah, that's not good.
Going too fast, man. You can't be speeding through life because sometimes you get caught and you gotta slow down. You gotta pay a fee. Yes. Insurance go up, man. It's always costed when you go too fast. When you know you're supposed to be going the speed limit.
Mm-hmm. That's the same thing when it go to dating.
Yeah.
You go too fast, you get a ticket.
Yeah. Sometimes that ticket might be a baby or something.
Okay. A ticket to life.
Yeah.
Doing life. And that might not even be what you meant to do.
Yeah.
All right, but okay, so let's get into today's topic. Today's topic is actually the balancing act. Navigating the 50-50 or would you say 100?
100, man.
We're going to say 100. So we've been seeing and hearing a lot of talk around this topic. Yeah. And so, what better way to get on in and voice our opinion. We have a successful marriage of 18 years, going on 19.
Yeah.
So, so we got something to say. Okay, so to start off, we'll talk about the traditional model of 100%, because we all know that the traditional model,
like it used to be,
back in the day, it's the man.
Yeah, man did all the work.
Yeah, bringing home all the money, paying 100% of the bills.
Yeah.
But that's the old days.
Yeah, that's the old days.
I mean,
the woman had no say so. The man was the breadwinner of the house.
Yeah.
The woman just cooked and cleaned and had his food ready.
Yeah, and had the kids, had all the babies, was always pregnant. That I could be wrong, but I mean, if you're in the house all the time, all you got to do is get pregnant and have babies. Oh boy, but that's crazy. So I can only imagine how that went.
Yeah, I mean, you had to work. I mean, like I said, the women had to stay. They had no say so.
Right.
Back in the day.
Right, and it was so normalized to where it probably didn't even. Nobody probably never really even worried about it because it was
just the way it was.
It is.
Yeah,
this is what we do. This is our way of life. So
it was expected. It was a general role that you had to play, and everybody played their part.
Yeah,
and it worked out back then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Notice how he said it worked out back then. All right. Yeah. So let's shift it a little bit and talk about how the dynamics has changed nowadays.
I mean, it's like I said, it's a lot harder for a lot of people out here, man.
Yeah.
And me personally, I think this is just a straining. It strains people emotionally and financially to just take on the burden of one person taking on the burden of financially supporting the house. Yeah.
I could never imagine you doing 100% of the work. It will do something to me. My baby get up earlier than me. And sometimes I'm like, let me get my butt up because he be out, doing his thing. So I just couldn't imagine.
But I'm the man, though. Like I said, naturally, the man should work harder than a woman.
Yeah, I understand.
2 times harder than a woman.
Yeah, I understand the work ethic should be harder.
The work ethic,
I feel like it should be a joint thing. Like, I feel like I should put in just like you putting in. Yeah. I don't think I should lay in the bed because I can all day.
Yeah, no.
I should get up. And I don't just want to clean up.
Well, like I say, it's different seasons for different things. I saw the little videos, people talking about, after you have the baby, most women nowadays, they work.
The 100% rule for me, too. Just thinking about you, not percent rule, but, that 100% of my husband paying the bills, or I don't really think of it as 100% bills. I think of it as like a whole, like 100% life, like
a whole,
like a whole pie.
Yeah.
So when I think of it, I don't just think of bills. I think about bills, cleaning, shared responsibility, like chores, kids, like taking turns with the kids and everything. I don't think that it's fair for a woman to want a man to pay 100% of the bills, but still nurture the children. I don't think that's fair. I think it should be split. Like we both nurture the children. We both, make money. Yeah. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it should be everything split 50-50, but the nurturing the children, that comes from the man too. But
I know us women got that natural the mother.
Yeah, the women got
nurturing.
I wouldn't call it touch. It would be nurturing, but as far as building the person, the kids up, that's the man's job.
Right.
That's the man. Now the woman's job is to cultivate what the man is telling her.
But even when it comes to building, it takes two.
Yeah.
To build something. So it would have to be the man and woman. It would have to be 50-50.
Yeah. You got to build 50-50. It depends on how far you go and how you want to live your life. For most people, one income is not going to be enough. For many people, you're going to need two incomes to make it out. Yeah, 2 incomes or more. Or it depends on how you're working. You can work smarter. You can work harder.
Yeah.
And you got depends on what you want to do in life. If you want to sink, like Darius said, if you want to sink, you could be living your life 3 ways: sinking, striving, or surviving. Mm-hmm. So you got to decide on which way you want to live your life to determine how you want to go about bringing the money in, who paying the bills, and who just sharing the responsibility all together around the house. Because paying the bills is one like a man. Let's say a man can be doing paying 100% of the bills, but it depends on the type of job. He might not do shit on the job.
Yeah.
Or the woman might not do nothing on the job. It depends on the type of job where you can play. Well, you might be paying the bills, but you don't really do nothing on the job. And then you come home, you don't.
What was that?
Probably my.
The wind that blew the float.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah. So you saying that depending on the job, the job is easy.
Yeah.
And then they coming home like they had a long day.
Like they've been working hard and they don't do nothing on the job. Especially a lot, men, but like I said, as far as going out here in a society, going in stores, going in places, women are the ones that working.
Yeah. Yeah, women are working.
Women are the ones that's working. Let's keep
women are hard workers.
Women are the ones that's working.
Yeah.
Men don't want to work like that. They want to work, but they want to eat. They want the easy route.
True.
Especially this young generation. They just don't want to work. Yeah. It's hard to stop that grind when you grind.
Yeah.
And it takes a whole lot of momentum to get something back started versus when you're already going to keep it going. Mm-hmm. Or even to fall back off of a little bit.
Yeah.
Take a whole lot of momentum to get working again if you haven't been working.
Yeah. I also feel like, it's going to depend from couple to couple on what y'all do. Like, if it's something that y'all talked about in the beginning of the relationship, like, you going to pay all the bills. If it's something that's already established, then that's one thing. But to actually be in a relationship and first come in 50-50, then all of a sudden you feel like, oh, I want him to pay 100%. Yeah. Now that we got kids, you need to pay 100%.
Yeah.
Or, the first sign of change, if something changes, you want him or her to pay 100%. I feel like that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. It got to be crazy when they say that average person, people making 6 figures and they still living paycheck to paycheck. Mm. So obviously the economy is going to you're going to need more money later on than you need now.
Yeah.
And you're not going to be able to work but so much. And I know, if you have kids, like I said, it's a different story because you just had the kids. You know what I'm saying? Then you can take that time, woman needs that time off to nurture the kids a little bit. But pretty soon you got to get back to work. Yeah.
And most women want to get back to work. Yeah. The ones who, I'm going to say 50-50 because some women still are caught in that not modern, in the old
Well,
way
they
of
want
doing
men.
things.
Well, not the old way. They want a man to take care of them.
The old way of doing things.
Well, the new modern day, the new modern day gold diggers.
Yeah, the traditional. Yeah, they still
The
in a
modern day
traditional
gold
way.
diggers.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, also, I feel like a woman or a man loses their identity or their power. Not power, but what you call it?
Yeah.
There's a word I'm looking for.
Their voice.
Yeah, it's a voice, but it's the word I'm looking for. But anyway, you just can lose your identity. You can lose yourself when you are not doing anything.
Yeah.
Like when you're not bringing that your empowerment. I guess that's what I want to say. You just don't feel empowered. I mean, just think about it.
Yeah. I mean, for most women, they should feel less empowered. Not less empowered if you're not like, you got to be doing something in life, not just a housewife or house baby or whatever.
Right, because if you are a housewife or a house husband and you don't do anything to better yourself, or if you're not at home, going to school from home, or, getting something on your mind that can help with the relationship, with the household, with, finances, with everything, then you're just losing your identity. That's just how I feel. I feel like you losing your identity.
Yeah. I mean, me personally, I don't think you should never let, especially when certain people get let's say a man. When a man he's the only breadwinner of the house, he's going to get control.
Yeah.
He's going to leave from a grandiose place.
Mm-hmm. And then what you going to have if he cheat or
and then
he start cheating and you don't want a man that's cheating? But you in his house.
Yeah, you gotta go.
He paying 100% of the bills. He paying, this is his stuff.
Now you start from zero. You like, I just gave him all my life, and you done probably didn't work. He done paid the bills, and now you stuck with nothing because you depend on this one income or this one man. Mm-hmm. And in the Bible it says, give portion to 7, yes 8, for you do not know which disaster will come your way. Ecclesiastes 11.
That's deep. So have different streams of income, different revenues.
Yeah, it's in the Bible, man. And it also say, in the evening, do not let your hands be idle.
And that just don't say man.
No.
And even if it do say man, it don't mean men. Like men, God, when they talk, they say man, but they talking about one man. Yeah.
Say Ecclesiastes 11 verse 6. Sow your seed in the morning, and in the evening do not let your hands be idle, for you do not know which seed will succeed, whether this or that, whether both do equally well. So we don't know which revenue stream is going to be the one to take us off. That's why it's good to have 2 income streams coming in the household. Mm-hmm. Or 2. You don't necessarily have to have 2 income streams, but you got to have either one income stream, the other person sharpening the axe, or the other income stream, one person sharpening the axe.
Absolutely.
Relationships is a balancing act. If you're trying to grow, most time, if you're in a relationship, especially a marriage, then our whole agenda is to build and grow. Mm-hmm. So it is a balancing act. It's maybe you might be paying all the bills one time, I'm sharpening the axe. Or you sharpen the axe, I'm paying all the bills. Or we both sharpen the axe little by little, and we both paying the bills. Mm-hmm.
And that's what I call a good 50-50.
Yeah. It's a partnership.
Yeah,
and when
it's a partnership.
Too often people come in relationships, maybe what you can do for me, or maybe you got no expectations. And if you don't got no expectations, then you get what you get.
Right.
But if you got expectations to when you get with 2 people, you're supposed to grow and build, which is naturally what you're supposed to do. God said in Adam and Eve, get in, multiply, and have dominion. You got to grow. Our whole purpose, especially when we join with a woman and man join, is to grow.
Yeah.
To go together.
Yeah.
And that's by any means necessary.
Yeah.
If that takes 2 people working, then we both work. If that takes one person working, then one person work.
Yeah. And I also feel like there should be no instance where there's a woman trying to do her thing and her baby daddy or her boyfriend or whatever, her husband, most husbands wouldn't do this, but you know,
They
some
do.
of them jealous,
Yeah.
and they just, you know, no, I can't keep the kids there. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. You know, I think that's crazy for somebody to do that. I seen it, you know, all too well in these modern day relationships.
And you got two types of men, man. You got a man that's gonna bring you up, and you got a man that's gonna take you down. There is no in between. You got a man's got two types of men. Men that's gonna build you up, and you got a man that's gonna take you down. They can't do both. They're not gonna be. They not gonna be. They can't build and take. They're gonna be somebody to build you up or take you down.
Yeah.
Food for thought, man.
Yeah, so don't get caught up. This is a little off subject, but some domestic violence situations, you would think they, after they done beat you down or abused you with their words, and then tell you they love you and how much they, you know, need you and all this, you would think they bring you back up.
No.
But they only do that to knock you back down.
Yeah.
So like my baby said, it's only two kind of men.
Yeah, it's a man that's gonna bring you up, and when he get with you, like I said, he gonna uplift you. He gonna uplift your spirits. He gonna create peace, and your income gonna be better. If a man get with you, get a man that nigga feel like he draining you and taking your money, and y'all not building nothing. It's two types of men. Yeah. It's gonna be a man that builds you up. It's gonna be a man that tear you down.
Yeah.
So if you with a man that's in between or you there, get with it. Get away from him as quick as you can.
Yep, you need to have a vision.
Because the longer you stay in that relationship, it's gonna be disastrous, man.
Yeah.
It's always harder the more you get deep in it.
Yeah. But let's get back on this subject. Back to the identity thing when it comes to one of the people not bringing anything to the table in a relationship. It causes conflict.
Yeah.
Because one person just, like I said, feels empowered.
Yeah.
They ain't got no money to go spend.
Yeah,
they gotta ask.
Yeah.
I mean, it just causes all kind of conflict in a relationship. I couldn't just be the person sitting home not having anything, even though I know that you would, you know. But it's different strokes for different folks.
Yeah. It's boring. What you gonna do out there?
It's boring. It's like, I feel good when I bring you home some money. It's fulfilling to me. I feel empowered to be able to bring something to the table.
Yeah. It don't feel empowered when you give something to somebody's gonna mess it up.
No.
Or go gamble it away.
Yeah, that's different. Know your spouse. Know who you dealing with. Yeah, that's different. Okay, but so yeah, I'm definitely with the 50-50 relationship. But like I said, it's a whole life. It's a whole life pie. I ain't just talking about paying bills. I'm talking about everything that go in a relationship and running a healthy, happy relationship.
Because paying bills is a big part of making a relationship work. But if you got kids, then there's a whole lot of other stuff that go on after paying bills that is so much stressful, just as much as paying bills. Because somebody might be working and you doing physical work, but mental work takes more work than physical. Because to have a successful business, it's 80% mental and 20% physical. So successful life is 80% mental and 20% physical.
Yeah.
That's why you don't get paid as much for physical work as you do for mental.
Right. That's the truth.
You don't get paid as much.
Wow. That was good.
Yeah, you don't get paid as much. So that tell you what the society value more. Physical work or mental work.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a big strain on soul responsibility as well. Like, I think the man is pressured.
Yeah.
Because people really, really believe that the man, and I mean, don't get me wrong, the man is the provider.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't saying that a man should be not doing anything. But if your man providing, why not provide too? So y'all can have even more, you know? I ain't saying men slack or none of that, but I just really...
Yeah, like I said, it depends on how fast and how far you want to go and what's your goals in life. You know what I'm saying? If you want to just make it, just have one income. If you want to make more money, you want to go quicker, then have two incomes. or 3 incomes.
Yeah, it's always wise to have more than one,
Yeah,
like the Bible
because
says.
you never know which
what
disaster
happened.
may strike.
Absolutely.
And let's say one person is the sole breadwinner. Like I
Mhm.
say, it takes a whole lot more momentum to get things going when you at a standstill than when you already start going. So if somebody already in the work field, then they able to pivot. They might say, "Well, I've been looking at your job. You lost your job, so now I can go to this other job I was gonna get. It's more hours, but less time at home. But since you're at home now, I can do that." Your partner might get injured. Like I say, you never know if your partner, if you depend on one income, especially the man, which might be physical work, then you're a paycheck away from being homeless.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're a paycheck away from being homeless. Now, when y'all got that one paycheck there, you might be stressed out. But that man lose his job and he the sole breadwinner, he's going to be stressed out. Some people commit suicide.
Yeah.
Because there's so much pressure. And they like, oh, I'm the sole breadwinner. I lost my job. And then if they might not even, sometimes some people don't even tell you they lost their job because they're just so embarrassed because that's the only way they identify with being a man is working. Right. So when a man, some men, if they not working, bring home things, they don't feel like a man. Yeah. And they shouldn't, but that's still not the only thing that identifies the man in relationship as being the sole breadwinner. Yeah. You gotta do more than that. That's step one, sole breadwinner. Man supposed to work anyway. So that's something he's supposed to be doing. I know some people would be saying, well, if you wasn't with me, you would be paying the bills anyway. Or you would be paying the whole thing anyway. But yeah, it's true, but a man's supposed to work, but you can move so much faster when both people work and contribute equally to the whole part of the house, not just financially, but the kids or whatever, the cleaning, cooking, whatever it takes to run a successful house and to run a peaceful life.
It's true. The two heads are better than
Two heads are better than one. Teamwork. That's what team is. Team is divide the task, multiply success. That's what teamwork means. Divide the task, multiply success. Yeah. If one person working, another person there, that's not a team.
Yeah,
he ball hog.
Right.
or they ball hog.
Yeah.
Pass the ball, coach.
And I can only imagine if he got sick or something. I know they say, well, he should have
money in the bank.
Yeah, he should be money wise, have more bank. But come on now.
We're going to keep it real. That's not the case. Because if that be the case, United States of America wouldn't have had to dish out $1,000 because the American stimulus check. We know more than 2 months in the pandemic, they kicking out $1,000 stimulus check because Americans can't even save $1,000.
Yeah.
Can't even save $1,000. So a lot of people, whether you making 6 figures, 7 figures, you good. But you making 6 figures, then you a paycheck. Most people are a paycheck away from being homeless. Right. And that's a lot of pressure to be having, especially with one income. Yeah. And then to be a woman who haven't even been in the work field. Yeah. Because you've been at home taking care of the kids. You don't got no experience. You don't got no. It's sharks out here. Yeah. So how you gonna get a job? How you gonna get somewhere? And that's how it be. A lot of women, if you're not at home sharpening that axe, which it would be your 50-50, you know, if you're not working in there, and if you ain't sharpening that axe, what you gonna do? And sharpening the axe, I don't know if y'all might know that that's just learning. Yeah, that's learning. Like Abraham Lincoln said. The more you learn, the more you learn. What Abraham Lincoln said about that axe, if he had 8 hours to chop down a tree, he was spending 6 of them sharpening the axe. And it's so fucking smart, because you need a sharp axe. Yeah. If that axe sharp, you can cut it down with one chop. Because like I said, if one person sharpen the axe, then you might be the one, like I said, that we making more money, but you got education, all right, you going to make some more money. So I'm going to fall off, I'm going to go get some education. Bam, now I can make some more money. Now we off here because pretty soon, like I hear people, the kids. Pretty soon the kids move. Yeah. And the kids be out the house, and then it's just you and wife. Yeah. Like I said, right now we in that stage. Right now we have no kids in here. No kids. Good stuff. Well, we're kidless. The empty nester stage. We're at that stage right now. So this is a whole different pivot. And when you're at the empty nester stage or you don't have kids, ain't no way that one person should be just sitting at home doing nothing.
Yeah.
Because that, not only that, is that if you were sitting at home doing nothing, you've been a housewife, that gives the devil a chance to come in there and have a field
Kill,
day.
steal, and destroy.
Because like I said, God say, work in the evening, work in the morning, but in the evening, do not let your hands be idle.
Yeah.
Do not let your hands be idle, man.
Yeah. And now, let's talk a little bit about the mental health of one person handling all the financial responsibility. That, I know we kind of got into it.
Yeah, we touched a little bit about that.
But that, yeah, like you said, yeah.
It's a strain.
Yeah, it's a strain, and some people want to commit suicide if they lose that job. Because they feel like they lost everything.
Yeah, they lost everything. Yeah.
Especially if they was on that job for a long time.
Especially men. Men, like I said, especially men.
Yeah.
Men take up. I ain't never really heard no girl commit suicide because she lost the job.
Nah.
But men, they be committing suicide at blue collar jobs, working at factories.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. They've been there so long, and they done devoted so much time to that job, coming home, working them hours, and then giving wifey the paycheck. They lose you lose your identity if you lose your source of income for some people.
Yeah.
They don't know how to pivot, and they've been the only one that's been holding together, so it's like all the pressure's on them. And if they lose that, they drop the ball on that, it's like, oh God.
Yeah.
And you never want that, because you said you love your partner, especially if you love your partner, your husband, then you wouldn't want him to have so much pressure on him, because heart attacks,
everything,
stress.
And that's what I'm saying. What better way than if your husband lost his job and it was in that deep mental state, emotional state that he felt like he just couldn't make it, and you step up.
Yeah.
You like, shoot, well, baby, I'm ready. I'm going to go ahead and take over. You go ahead and, you know, get yourself together, Start looking for another job. But
skill change.
I've been sharpening my axe. I'm ready to get out there. And
now you able to step up within a month, find a job, because you are prepared. You haven't been working, but you've been at home working on this right here, doing the 80% mental work.
Instead of both of you now at home sick.
Yeah.
How we gonna pay the bill, baby? He already stressed out. And then you crying to him like, what he gonna do? The house,
the bills are due, and he like, well, I'm the only one to work, and what he gonna do? And a lot of women, they put so much pressure on the man to make once he lose that job, they don't want him no more.
No,
they ready to divorce him. Mm-hmm. Like, what's the girl, the little basketball player? She's like, you don't make no money. I had to go to OnlyFans.
Oh yeah.
So she on there on OnlyFans. Mm-hmm. She done opened up an OnlyFans account. Because she didn't work while he was being a sugar daddy and stuff. He was working, he was coming home, paying the bills, and she was just being a housewife. But guess what? The devil started playing. Mm-hmm. The devil went to work. The devil went to work, and he got her. And he put on, he said, you know what? You could make some money too, girl. You're beautiful. Mm-hmm. Get on OnlyFans. And bam. History has it. She's on OnlyFans making her own money because she felt pressure, and she wanted to be a housewife, but now the money stopped flowing. She lost respect for him because that was the only thing that he saw that she respected him of was money. Well, that was the only thing that she respected him was for his money. So once he lost that, it was a wrap.
Yeah. What kind of sharpening axe was she doing?
She wasn't. She didn't work, but when it was time,
OnlyFans. You know about OnlyFans.
I think she was a script or something before he met her or something.
Oh, okay. So yeah, she must have been sharpening that stripper's ass.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was. He was making the money. She getting buttocks and breast implants, and she sharpening her ass for her skill that she doing.
Oh wow. Yeah. So y'all, you can see how,
Yeah.
Like I said, we 50-50 in our relationship. As far as work ethic, though, my baby will work me under the table. I be like,
I'm a man.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
And you can't. I gotta tell her she can't work hard as me. I'm a man, and I'm used to working.
Yeah.
Most men usually, if a man don't work, he don't eat.
Right. But I do sharpen my axe. I got a couple, a lot of things under my belt.
And that go for
I sharpen my axe.
Yeah, that go for any man over 18.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, matter of fact, any man that think once that little boy he think he a man, it's time for him to work. If he don't work, he don't eat. Once you think you're a man, sometimes they be grown at 15, 16, 17 years old. So if you think you're a man, you don't work, you don't eat. Especially 18. Man don't work, he don't eat. So get them kids out there working, man. So not only that, sometimes if you got, and I hate to see that too, man. You got these 18-year, 19-year-old kids in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And you talking about the man, you want the man to provide for them. Yeah, that's his kids, but you got to force them kids to go out there and stand on their own 2 feet.
Yeah.
Because pretty soon, like I said, you might not be there to support them.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. Like I said, anything can happen. You could accident come and kill both of y'all now because you've been taking care of this 22-year-old, this 19-year-old kid. He don't know how to stand he don't know how to stand on his own 2 feet.
Yeah.
Well, they don't know how to stand on their own 2 feet. So we got to be careful that we don't. Problems start before they become a problem.
Yeah. And most of the time, that teaching, like the mom can do some, but the man is going to be the one, like teaching, especially his son, how to, navigate, finances and working. If you don't work, you don't eat. A man's just going to be, harder on his son. And if he at work all the time, how he gonna have some time with the kids? I had to throw that in there because men they are expected to take him to football practice, take him to do this and that. But if you at work all the time, paying 100% of the bills, what time do you really have?
Because a man, like I said, that's what a man's purpose is, to be in the home. What good is you got a man in the house, but he's working all the time? Yeah. So it's just like he's not there. Some men, like I heard the dude, Yachty, whatever the dude, Yachty Awakening or whatever. So he said, when he come home, he said, you ain't a man if you don't pay 100%. But he also said when he come home, when he get around the kids, he like, oh God, I can't see how you do that. He's so used to making the money, it hurts him to come home. Mm. It hurts him to come home and actually be around the family. Some men, and you don't want that. You don't want to drive your man that way. Yeah. Where he rather spend more time at the job than coming home. Mm-hmm. But that happens when we put that pressure on the man to work. You be the sole provider. Sometimes that man he done built so much a bond at work, and he don't even want to come home. Yeah. He feel more connected at work than home. Mm-hmm. And when he do come home, like I said, he can't stand it. He don't know how to function around the actual family, the kids. Right. Too much commotion going on. Y'all, he's stressed. He's want to go around his homeboys and talk lunch talk. Yeah. Yeah. Calm and collected life. He can't even stand. It hurts him to be at home, to actually be a part of his family. He'd rather just pay the bills and go about his way, go back to work. Mm-hmm. And we don't want to develop that kind of mentality with men or with anybody paying the bills, where they just work, and they don't have no time to enjoy life. Yeah. Facts. And now in our relationship too, as far as 50-50 goes, we don't really have to ask each other, like, you gonna clean this up, you gonna cook this, we don't really, it ain't a thing that we have to ask. Yeah. Maybe sometimes, but not. Yeah. Often we just take it on. Yeah. It's not a question. That's who we are. We're a team. We in this together, so it's like I said, it's a balance. Now we don't have no days where you gotta cook today. Yeah. It just naturally, I know if she ain't cooked about it, I said, oh, let me get something started. No, I ain't cooked about something. She like, oh, let me get something started. You might have plans, but it's a naturally, I wash the dishes. Mm-hmm. We both work. So when you both work, that's why it's good. When you both work, you both don't have to, I don't want to be stuck. Nobody wants to wash. I know the job get boring, but some things you got to do like work. But it get boring. You don't want to wash dishes all day. Right. In the dishwasher, you got to sweep, clean the bathroom, clean up. You don't even want to chase the kids all day. Yeah. For real. Because everybody need a break. Mm-hmm. And if you somebody, you at home all the time, you a lot of times you don't get that break. Yeah. Like the daddy or the breadwinner, they get a day off And sometimes they might be like, I don't want,
They don't want to hear nothing.
Don't bother daddy.
Right.
It's his day off.
Right.
So like I said, they not really involved with the family. They not in tune with the family, attentive to the family. Like I said, so you can be there present, but you not be in tune.
Mm-hmm.
And see, you don't want that, man. That's not good to be present, but not really be present.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what you gonna do for his birthday, ladies? You gonna ask him for some money to go get him a gift? Got no money. I need to go. It gotta be some kind of.
That's why it's good. Yeah,
you just can't be pulling out the pot.
Yeah, because he like, whoa, baby, why you buy me that?
And I ain't saying have separate bank. I don't even believe in that with us. With our marriage, no. Like I said, with our marriage,
yeah,
we got shared bank accounts.
Yeah. Why? Because you can't love money and your wife at the same time.
And
you gotta choose one. Like, can't serve two masters.
Why not have the same bank account?
If you say you love your wife or you love your husband or whatever, you gotta take the good straight with the curves.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta take the good. If you know they got bad financial problems, you shouldn't marry them.
Right. Or you needed.
Yeah. But you gotta join them. You gotta join them bank accounts because where the heart is, if your money isn't loving the money, then you still, that's part of you. You like, I got my money over here, I got my wife over here, and I got God over here.
Yeah. And to me, I feel like a person who don't want to share their bank account with their spouse is hiding something. Like, what are you doing? Do you got another life?
Or they just love money more than they love you. They just love money more than they love the woman.
Yeah, or maybe
the man.
Or maybe they going to the strip club.
Yeah.
Or on OnlyFans paying some money or something. Yeah. No, but for real though, I mean, it's just life. Yeah. So.
When you're doing them bank accounts, especially for Christian people, you got to join together. You got to be fully joined. Because like I said, you either, even though Tony guess he said you either, look, this part, I mess with the man when he said, like I said, he said you either hot or cold. And I fully believe that you either, like I said, a man to bring you up or a man to bring you down. You either hot or you either cold.
And it said in the Bible.
It said in the Bible, if you lukewarm, I will spit you out.
You get spit out.
You get spit out. So you can't be in between, man.
Mm-hmm. There's no in between.
Can't be in between.
So yeah, we go with 50-50.
Yeah.
I know some people out there, like I said, want to really believe still to this day.
Well, 100, not 50.
Yeah,
100,
my bad. 100.
Yeah.
There's still some people. Go ahead, babe.
I mean, we both give them the best we got.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And my job as the man is to build this woman and make her build up so she could be the best version of herself and vice versa.
And I know y'all can see that.
Yeah.
He been building me up, girls.
Build. Man, that's the man for the man. He built himself. And as you build, if you a natural builder, especially for a man, if you build her, then you naturally building yourself too.
Yeah.
Like I said,
because I am a reflection.
A reflection of me. So a man, like I said, a man can do two things. He can build you up, or he can tear you down.
Yeah.
So you be decide what type of man you with. You with a man that's building you up, or you with a man that's tearing you down. And how far you want to go?
Right.
Down, or how far you want to go up?
Right.
It's with the person you choose.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about some open communication on this 100-100. Want to?
Open communication.
Mm-hmm. Like talk about the importance of discussing financial expectations with your partner, like beforehand. And we did mention that too.
Yeah. So
yeah, it's important to talk to your partner or the person you dating or about to get serious with about how y'all gonna go about doing this, so you won't have one expectation of what you think gonna go on, because maybe you've been dating somebody and he been paying for all the meals, he been paying for all the, he just been spoiling you, or vice versa. You remember now, we were just in our dating stage now. We're gonna have to, now. This is what, I want in a man, and this is what I want in a woman. So just make sure it's talked about.
And a lot of times you gotta check it. You gotta re-register.
Mm-hmm.
Your finances, your relationship. Sometimes you gotta re-register, just like you register your car. Because every year, things change. One person might be making more money or vice versa. So you should be like touching up. Things change. So different seasons calls for different circumstances.
Absolutely.
So we just make sure we're adjusting accordingly. So we're not living like with old budgets. Like, I mean, the budget might have been 100 all that, but this is like 2020 going on 24. So prices went up.
Yeah.
Prices last year ain't the same as this year.
Yeah. So let's bring it together. Talk about it, and make sure that we doing what works for the best for both of us.
For the team, yeah, man. And y'all going, like I said, realizing that y'all both, especially if you married and y'all both is moving together. There's not no your money, your debt. Yeah. Once you marry the person, you marry that debt too.
Yeah, it's ours.
So it's on y'all both to build up, knock off that debt and go build it. So that's why it's good to put the money together and fully join together and go 100 the whole way so y'all can really grow.
Absolutely. So even if he paying 100% of the bills,
sharpen that axe.
Make sure you're sharpening that axe, or even still bringing to the pot. Yeah. You can still work, or do something to bring in an extra stream of income.
And some of the best thing you can do, like if one person is making money, it's to help them keep that money. Yeah. Help them grow some of that money. Because sometimes you can grow the money you got. It's just bad money management. So if you're at home, you be a good money manager. Don't be a spender while the man working. Or while the one person working. Don't be a spender.
Yeah, learn about some investments or something. Like, that's again, sharpening the axe.
Sharpening the axe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, this has been another episode of Visions of Love and Relationships. It's been wonderful.
And let us know in the comments what you think.
Yes.
What's your take on the
100%, 100 or 50-50? Yeah. What do you desire? What, you're a 50-50 person, or
do you mind the breadwinner being in control of everything?
Yeah, let us know. But by all means, like, comment, share. Check out our book, Effective Communication Skills for Couples. Mm-hmm. Check out our blog at TanyaLamontonline.com.
Mm-hmm. Subscribe.
A lot of information there. Mm-hmm. And like my baby said,
subscribe.
All right, and they had vision, and so together they build the life that they love. Go build.